Nova Scotia right now?
Most priority, well, obviously it's healthcare. Healthcare is probably the top issue in the province right now, and it's province-wide. There are regional problems that people consider serious stuff, such as in Cape Breton, the DEFCO issue. But I'd say overall in Nova Scotia, it's the state of our healthcare system, and something has to be done in short term, and then there has to be some long-term plans.
Is there wind?
You're okay?
No, I can hear.
Okay, you all right now? No wind?
No.
Okay.
So why in your opinion, why do you think that Nova Scotians should support Robert Chisholm and the NDP?
Oh, that's very simple. You know, they need to choose Robert because Robert has a vision. He's got a true vision, but to back that, he has a plan, which with neither of the other two parties are showing. They're out making all kinds of promises that they're breaking. But Robert has a plan, and he's willing to lay it out to Nova Scotians so they can decide of which direction they want to go, and I think they would choose Robert with no problem. That's quick enough?
Excellent. Excellent. Should the Nova Scotians believe the Liberals?
Should the Nova Scotians believe the Liberals? By no means. In no means. And talking to people that I meet from all over the province and people that I work with that had supported the Liberal Party are saying that they realize now that it's just a bunch of empty promises to get elected, to be in power. They look after their own interest groups, which is big business. I'm not talking small business, big business, which is the Liberal and Tory special interest group. And the ordinary worker now is looking and saying that after all these years, they realize that these are not the parties to go with.
And how would you describe the leadership of Robert Chisholm? Maybe you could start it again, Robert Chisholm.
Robert Chisholm is his leadership qualities show from the time he got involved with the party. You know, it could be seen. He's willing to take on any challenge. He's quick on his feet to rebut any comments, and he has an attraction of people around him that come together as a team, and he has the ability to create a team and keep the team on a straight footing. Okay.
Excellent. Would you like to say that again?
Oh, you want me to say that again?
No, I think you said it fine. If you just,
Yeah, no, because that was more like I had to think rather than it was rehearsed. Yeah. I'm happy with it. Blair Brown, Cape Breton Centre.
I'm Pauline Byard, and I represent the Preston riding.
Great. What do you think is the most pressing problem?
Actually, I feel there's three pressing problems, and that is education, healthcare, and unemployment.
And wonderful. What do you think about why should Nova Scotians support Robert Chisholm and the NDP?
Well, based on the Legislative Assembly debates and proceedings and what has been going on, I think the NDP caucus has done a fantastic job in revealing what the actual financial picture of the province is, and that in itself is enough to say we need a change, we want a change, and don't even go back to the old way, because having confidence in those old ways, we're putting ourselves at risk, grave risk, and who wants to go there? Nobody. I know I don't, and we have children, and for the best interests of our children, the elderly, I think the home support care system, it's all connected, and I think the way that the Liberal government has managed this is a disgrace, and it's time for a change, and we need that change, and I really feel, and I'm confident NDP can make that change and work for the people and with the people.
Excellent. If you could just...
Historically, based on the track record that they have and the unveiling of what the true financial picture is, I would say no. Why would anyone want to believe and sink our province and the people and the children within this province, the elderly, the youth, everybody within this province? I can't see for any reason why anybody would want to put the existing government back in. It's time for a change, and NDP can make that change.
Just start it by saying, like, Robert Chisholm as a leader is blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Robert's leadership, I find, is strong. He's very sound. I don't find Robert going out there making false promises to people. He puts up, okay, I'm going to pause.
Sure.
Can we go back?
Yeah.
Can you stop?
Yeah.
Okay. Strong, sound leadership. He doesn't go out making false promises. Robert believes in what the people have to say, and that is most important. We're not governed by we're not, I know,
okay.
I
Think
had it
about
before.
what are the
Government, running government, it's people. It's listening to the active voice of every Nova Scotian, and Robert is doing exactly that. Robert and his caucus, they have a strong caucus. They're doing an excellent job in holding the existing government accountable, and if more people could take an active eye and an active voice in listening and to conveying what this caucus is doing, I think you would see a better Nova Scotia for everybody. And we just have to have faith in what they're doing and believe in what they're saying, because it's based on their track record and based on what they've been unveiling. I've seen no false beliefs. I've seen no nothing artificial being presented by this caucus, by this leader. I see strong leadership, and I say it's time for a change.
the NDP and Robert Chisholm?
NDP, Robert Chisholm, strong leadership, very strong caucus. I think they've done an excellent job in revealing what the true financial picture in the state of this province is long term. Historically, I think to go with the existing false promises that the NDP caucus and its leader have so greatly shown would be an injustice to the province and the people, and I can only say that, see, I'm losing it.
It's okay. I'm losing the audio.
Okay. I think I see a strong leadership, I see a strong caucus, I see honest leadership, I see fairness and equality, and that is what NDP stands for. NDP, Robert and his caucus have demonstrated that throughout. I think with the NDP in government, that Nova Scotians have more of a chance. Right now we're listening to a government that is governing us. With the NDP, we do have a chance. We have an input into the system, and that's the way the process should work. That our voice is listened to, and that we have an active say in every aspect of what this province is dealing with, whatever issues are brought forward, and not just listen to us and pass by what we have to say, but to actually listen and see our input put into action, and see that to better the province for everybody and to make it a better place for our children and everybody else to live.
Excellent. Riding?
My name is Jose Pimentel. I'm from Cape Breton East Riding. Provincial, and federal is Cape Breton Byard Riding, federal.
And what kinds of things are what are some of the problems in your riding?
Well,
Maybe start out by saying
Well, I work for DEFCO, and right now we have a crisis there right now that this government, the Liberal government, is not doing anything for us. We believe they are responsible for the miners because of the fact that we have miners there working for 20 to 30 years, and some of them they don't qualify for a pension. Okay, and not only that, some of the problems there. I am married with 3 kids. My kids got educated here.
sorry.
Okay, we have to educate our kids here and send them away, and I think that's wrong. Myself, I have 2 kids away, and what we do here in Nova Scotia, we educate them, we train them, and we send our product away from Nova Scotia, and that's wrong. I believe what Robert Chisholm can do, I think he can listen to Nova Scotians, and I believe that he would make a great leader because he's got integrity, and he will listen to the voters. I think he would be a great leader for Nova Scotians, and education is a problem, healthcare is a problem. It's maybe if I can just give you a personal problem of my own. My wife, she has to travel to Halifax. She has cancer, and she's going through, just about 4 years ago, she went for a CAT scan, okay, which is very simple. And she ended up by having her arm amputated because of negligence of the doctor. And this is a health care problem. It's a very big problem here in Nova Scotia, and I believe it has to be changed. Well, Robert, Okay, let's go back to the last election. We elected 19. We have 19 MLAs in Nova Scotia and Halifax, and they are starting to listen to Nova Scotians, to the regular worker that goes to work 7 to 8 or 9 to 5. And I believe the MLAs that we elected the last election, they're listening to us, they listen to the people, and what Robert ahead of them, I think would make a great
Okay, if we could do that again, motion support Robert Chisholm and the NDP.
Well, we believe that Robert Chisholm, we'll go back to the last election. We elected 19 MLAs, and I believe that the people of Nova Scotia are starting to listen to honesty, integrity that Robert Chisholm has. And I've been involved in the elections for the last 10 years, and we're coming on strong, and they're going to listen to us this time. I believe they are.
Right on. Why the NDP?
Honesty. We don't make no promises. This government that we have here now, it's promises, 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 and they won't carry on with their promise, and we're sick of it. And I believe it's time for a change, and we are going to change it.
Excellent. And I guess that ties into...
Should we believe the Liberals? All they're telling us is we're going to do this, we're doing that. The $600 million that they've promised. There's still no money there for the healthcare problems. I don't believe them, and I don't believe any of the other Nova Scotians are going to believe them. I believe he's very